Now, on this final day of the G7 summit, President Moon Jae-in has a few on his agenda as well. He has two more sessions to attend, and he's also bumped into Japanese Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga on Saturday. Our Kim Min-ji is on the line. Now, Min-ji, we didn't get the much anticipated three-way talks, but a rather brief hello with the Prime Minister.
That's right, Kanyang. President Moon Jae-in and Japanese Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga briefly met for the first time in person at the G7 summit in Cornwall on Saturday. South Korea's top office said the two exchanged greetings ahead of the expanded G7 session on health. Moon previously had a phone call with Suga in September last year to congratulate him on his inauguration and met him virtually during the ASEAN+3 Summit last November. Now, Japanese reports say Moon and the First Lady also exchanged greetings with their Japanese counterparts for about a minute at the dinner session for the leaders and their partners on Saturday evening. President Moon also had a brief chat with U.S. President Joe Biden, their second face-to-face encounter since their summit in May. Moon expressed gratitude to Biden for providing COVID-19 vaccines to South Korea. Mind you, Seoul received 1 million doses of the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine from Washington, following Biden's pledge to donate vaccines to South Korean troops during their summit. Now, there hasn't been a much-anticipated summit between Moon and Suga yet, or a trilateral one with Biden, but we'll see if they can squeeze in a brief chat today.
Now, Min-ji, there is a session that President Moon Jae-in is taking part, dubbed Open Societies as we speak. China is expected to top the discussions there. The United States has already unveiled an infrastructure partnership, likely as a means to counter Beijing's influence. What are the details?
Right. During the current session, the leaders are expected to discuss the need to bolster and protect the values of open society and democracy amid China's growing economic influence. President Moon is also attending this session, is expected to highlight the need for cooperation to maintain free trade and an open economy. Attention will be on whether the leaders also discuss building supply chain resilience. China is not a member of the G7, but it's undoubtedly topping discussions here. Earlier, the G7 nations unveiled an infrastructure initiative for developing countries, led by President Biden, the Build Back Better partnership. Through the Build Back partnership, the G7 members will seek to help close an over 40 trillion infrastructure need in developing countries that has been exacerbated by the pandemic. The move is seen as a bid to counter China's Belt and Road Initiative, dubbed the New Silk Road. More details are likely to be included in the G7 leaders' communique.
And he's just come out from a bilateral summit with his British counterpart, Boris Johnson, before heading into this Open Society session. What was discussed there, and what's left on President Moon's agenda for today?
We're still waiting for the outcome of the summit, which was held about an hour ago. It was held for about 30 minutes. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, the host of this year's G7, invited President Moon to attend. The face-to-face meeting follows phone talks only about a week ago. Now, the leaders are expected to have discussed the importance of securing a fair vaccine supply and seek cooperative measures to address the issue. Also likely on the table are ways to boost the relationship and expand cooperation, trade investment, and the economy, especially as the South Korea-UK free trade deal took effect in January this year. Now, President Moon has another session left, this one on climate, before he wraps up his official G7 agenda. We'll also be keeping a lookout on whether Moon will have any poolside talks before he leaves the summit venue. Then he will head to Austria for a state visit this afternoon, which will be followed by a state visit to Spain. Back to you, Ganyang.
All right, our senior Blue House correspondent Kim Min-ji with the details. Thank you.